Good morning, just after 8 o'clock, and coming up at 8:30 is The Ascent with Crestmont Private Wealth and host Sam McGee. But time now for the Brew with managing editor Jeff Flinn, and it's sponsored by the Boerne Star, right here on Boerne Radio, 103.9 FM.
Hello, Boerne. Welcome to the Boerne Brew. This is Jeff Flinn. I'm the managing editor at the Boerne Star newspaper. We work in conjunction with Baron Wiley and his crew down here at 103.9 FM to bring you the Boerne Brew every Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. We got a special one here, almost a month from recording time, a month from this weekend. We're going to have a DOS Festival of Kendall, round 2. So if you went last year, it was fun. It was out at random out by the lake. This time, we're moving it right down in the middle of everything. And we've got two people here to talk about it today. I've got Veronica Brown. I've got Michael Ethridge. Guys, welcome in.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We did this last year about this time, and they're about a month ahead of time, because it takes that long to get the word out, because you've only worked for, 7 or 8 months to get this to the point we are today.
We started planning this event basically as soon as we finished the last one.
Well, you took like 3 days off, right?
At most.
Possibly.
Yeah, at most.
It's Father's Day weekend, folks. Circle on the calendar. Mother's Day was a week or two ago. Father's Day is the third. Mother's Day is second weekend in May. Father's is third weekend in June. So this year, it's on the main plaza. Main plaza, folks. Just like everything else that happens in Boerne that's so easy to get to. Right behind Wild Bill Hickok is going to be 2 tons of steel, Patsy Torres, Ruben V. Veronica Brown, talk to us about what people are going to enjoy and see downtown.
Absolutely. So, yes, it's Father's Day weekend, June 13th to the 15th, and we will be at the main plaza this year for DOS Festival of Kendall with food, beer, music, and family activities all day, including dachshund races, watermelon eating contests, egg toss, wheelbarrow races, all beer stein holding contest. So it'll be 3 days of fun.
Yeah, the dachshund race was so funny last year. That was funny. The people stood clear at the finish line. The dogs were they were so hyped they couldn't see them. They were looking everywhere. So you guys let the owners come to the halfway point, and the dogs literally chased their owners to the finish line.
Yeah, they started running backwards.
Yeah, there's a level of competition there, which is fun, but then the chaos that ensues is the real fun part.
Right.
And that's what gets the crowd excited about
That
it.
was neat. Chaos is beer stein holding. That's always chaotic.
Oh, yes, but fun.
Yeah.
And this year, we have entered
We're a sanctioned beer stein holding contest this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so the top winners from our beer stein contest will actually be able to compete at the state beer stein holding contest in New Braunfels, Texas.
So
last year was kind of a
fun
thing.
Now we're busting out some real rules.
Right. Yeah. Keep that arm out there.
That's right.
None of this cheating stuff. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the folks at the Boerne Beer Fest are actually helping us out, get that organized and whatnot. So thanks to them.
Yeah, and their event's in October, so they're helping us out now, and then we help them out in October.
Yeah. That's real cool. Last year, you talked events and you talked parade. Is that the way it's going to be again, Michael?
I think so, yeah.
Michael Etheridge is here to talk about the DOS Festival of Kendall Parade, which I thought was just outstanding. When we were here last year this time, you kind of didn't know what you were going to expect. That was a great parade.
Thank you.
That was a fantastic parade.
Well, we took a lot of pride putting it together. The community really stepped up to make it what it was. We had huge turnout. It was a beautiful day, and we had a lot of entries, and we're hoping to do the same again this year. We've added some new things to the parade. We've got some really cool entries that you don't often see in Boerne that are coming out. I won't spoil the surprise, but it'll be something to look forward to. And this year we're adding something completely new. We're adding VIP seating available at the parade. And so we have, you mentioned Wild Bill Hickok at the opening, and we are setting up reserve seating on both sides of Wild Bill with shade. So we'll have you covered, because I know the sun kind of comes across Main Street pointing that direction that time of day. So we're going to set up some shade for everybody. We'll have reserved seating. Everybody that buys a ticket for that will also get a warm pretzel. And we'll have plenty of cold beer for all of our VIP seat holders over there.
You should have led with that.
Well, that's like the last moment. That's the catch at the end, right? That's the final hook.
And cold beer.
And cold beer.
And it's limited.
Is that maybe 50, 100, 20,
$50 per person?
Yeah, $50 a seat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a maximum of 80 seats available. Yeah, so get your tickets now. They are selling. They're going pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So now's your chance.
Is it VIP Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Friday?
This is just Saturday? VIP for the parade.
Okay, and that's what day?
Saturday, 10 a.m. is step off.
What time are people organizing? Where's the organizational point for the parade?
Yeah, so I'll be out there at 5 or 6 in the morning. I don't expect you to be there, but we'll be out there setting everything up. Parade entrance will start showing up around 7, get lined up by 9. Our judges will come through shortly after 9 to pick their winners. We've got some really cool trophies we're going to be giving out this year that were built by the students in Dorman Vic's welding program at Champion High School. Yeah, they built those. They just finished them. They're going to be really cool. So we've got 6 categories that we're going to be giving awards out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Since
they're doing that, did Mr. Vic and his crew get a free entry in the parade?
Oh, you know what? We haven't even talked about putting him in the parade, but he was our grand marshal for the parade last year,
right?
So he did.
So he was in it anyway.
He was definitely there last year, yeah. But I don't see why we can't put his kids in the parade. I love to highlight.
That'd be awesome.
I love to highlight his program and what his kids are doing because they just do incredible work.
Right. Veronica, tell me about. We had talked earlier about some of the events going on last year being the first time. Well, talk about Das Festival and Burgess Fest. How you felt like there was a need to return to what we did before I was even here, back when Burgess Fest was hot. Tell me about that need for what you felt personally to bring that back.
Well, there was definitely a 60 plus years of a fabulous German heritage festival here in Boerne, Texas. And when that kind of went away, we were asked by a lot of our friends and just the community to bring back a festival that represented our town, that represented us, and just to have a nice fun event for Father's Day weekend. So for the past 3 to 5 years, we've been putting this on, and last year we kicked it off out at random, and it was fabulous. And our goal was to be at the main plaza this year, and we were there. So we're just bringing back the German Heritage Festival here for our community, for our people, for our friends, and to really give back to the community. So that's our main goal, is just to raise money for our community, have fun, bring the community together at the town square, have a good time, and enjoy it.
I think if you're at the town square, the main plaza next year, I think the Boerne Star might sponsor kiddie pool diving, where you get a kiddie pool and you got to do belly flops in it.
I love it.
Line up and just do a belly flop into the pool.
Can we just do that this year?
We're still planning. We can make things happen, yeah.
It will be hot.
Put it down there where the old pool used to be.
Yes.
Put it right over there.
Yes.
Hey, that's pretty good. That was the old pool,
Right, that was the old pool.
Have
put 5 or
10
6
pools
pools. Just put water in them. You just stand there and go plop. Just flop into the belly.
I love it.
We'll get you and Carrie to come be the judges.
Yeah, we'll judge it. 10, 9.9. What? So,
Veronica mentioned that we do this to raise funds for our community.
Mm-hmm. I'm still amazed. Last year was the first shot. It felt, and nothing against anybody, it felt like we were flying by the seat of our pants going up to the 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time.
We were.
And it went so well. It was it felt like the parking was organized, the ticket takers were organized. Of course, that's organized chaos because people walking in, they park, they don't know what went on that night before. People walking through getting their tickets, they don't understand about the fact you only had one ticket taker for 4 hours. I mean, that's just all made up, but it looks so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was definitely chaotic for sure. We put last year's festival together in 6 weeks. And so we just made it look like we knew what we were doing. We're very good at image, I guess. But when we started this organization, we knew immediately that we wanted to be charitable. We wanted to give back to the community. We weren't just throwing a party for party's sake. So immediately, in fact, the moment that we decided we were going to do it was when we got our letter from the IRS saying we're approved as a 501c3.
Right.
That was the moment we said, okay, we're doing it.
Right.
And that started the 6 weeks last year. So
was that like Steve Martin and the Jerk? I'm somebody. I'm
somebody.
I'm in the phone book.
That's it. So we knew we were official. We knew we were a thing. And so, we select 4 charities to be recipients of our monies this year. And last year we picked 4, and we were able to raise some through our festival, through our golf tournament we did late in the year. And then we also did a winter warmer kind of Christmas party where we raised a little bit more just so we could have a nice little final gift to our 4 charities this year.
You have the 4 you can name?
Yeah, the 4 charities for 2025. We picked Boerne Blaze, Special Olympics. What a great group. The private Bruno Phillip VFW Post 688. We're really happy to work with them. Heartland Children's Home. I didn't know about Heartland Children's Home until I got involved with this last year. These guys do absolutely incredible work.
Incredible work.
If you haven't gone out and visited them, you need to go see what they do. It will pull on your heartstrings. It is amazing what they do. And then finally, we're working with the Comfort Table and Food Pantry. We try to share what we do all around the county. We don't want to focus just on Boerne. We want to focus on all of Kendall County.
Right. You don't want to do like one spot and who's their neighbor and who's the guy across the street. Let's keep all the money right there.
Right, yeah.
Folks, the voices you hear other than mine, we've got Michael Etheridge here and Veronica Brown from Das Festival of Kendall. I want to say Das Festival de Kendall. I don't know why. I just throw that, take that of out. Last year, if you didn't go, you missed out. It was Saturday and Sunday last year, correct? This year, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You don't have to drive to Random out by Boerne Lake. You go downtown, as every good function ends up downtown in downtown Boerne. Veronica, talk a little bit about the fact that you are here in town. What did it take? Did you have to jump through hoops? Or was the wallet a lot skinnier? Or what's it take to get something into downtown Boerne in the middle of summer on a weekend?
Well, it took a great cooperation of the city of Boerne. The Parks and Recs were fabulous. They really took care of us this year, and the Boerne Police Department. So it's very hard to, for one, get the main street closed down for the parade on Saturday, and then just really being on the main plaza. There were other events actually happening this year, and we begged and pleaded, and with the grace of God, we got our main plaza. So we're excited, and huge thanks.
Boerne Market Days was scheduled for that weekend, and we worked with Dave Querbach, who's great, and he was so generous in letting us take over that weekend on the plaza. So he moved Boerne Market Days, I think, to the following weekend.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, when we had was it Brew City, when that was a designation, when you get the 2 or 3 brewery guys here, they all work together.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing about Boerne you don't find in my hometown in Converse or Universal City or Schertz. When there's a competitive nature, here it's like they all get together and work. And people work together. It's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. You know, that's kind of the attitude.
No, it was
here at Boerne.
huge cooperation, just community right there, them knowing what we wanted to do and to pull it off on that weekend. And we're very thankful to everyone that was involved.
2 things, folks. Live music, free entry. Yes. You don't have to pay to come in. That's a big point, you know. Again, how would you do that downtown anyway? Well, you get one of those throw fences or snow fences around downtown. No, you're not going to do that. So it's a free event, folks. You come down. Now we want to have you get your pocketbooks out. There's things you are going to pay for, like food. You're going to pay for
cold beer.
Cold beer. There we go. There, like you said, we're raising money.
Yeah, this year we're sponsoring, we've selected as our charities, the Boerne Blaze, Special Olympics, the Private Bruno Phillip VFW Post 688, Heartland Children's Home, and Comfort Table and Food Pantry.
And you guys have locked down some major acts, Veronica. You want to talk about your musical acts? Because that's huge. That is huge. Those 3 are huge.
Absolutely, yes. As stated, it is a 3-day festival here for Father's Day weekend. On Friday, we will start off with a few bands, and our headliner on Friday night at 9 p.m. is Patsy Torres.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
And then Saturday and Sunday, we will start off both days at 1 p.m. with the Boerne Village Band. It's going to be great. We love the Boerne Village Band.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
I know. They're just fabulous. So we're excited to have them back. We have many different artists throughout the day. Saturday, our headliner will be 2 Tons of Steel, and they start at 8 p.m. So 8 p.m. on Saturday night is 2 Tons of Steel. And then Sunday, we're keeping it going. Boerne Village Band opens us up with more music during the day, and at 7:30 p.m. we have Ruben V. So those are kind of our headliners, but all of our musicians that we've chosen this year, we're super excited to have them out.
Right, just like Music on the Mile from last year, this year, those people were glad to be back. The acts, I remember talking to a couple acts when I shot photos of them last year, wait till they come off stage and talking to them. And there was a woman who sang by herself and a guy, and they were enthused to be there. Like, this is great. Almost a captive audience because you're out there at Random. You're not walking down the street to go into the Fickle Pickle or across the Trey Pizzeria.
Right.
You were at Random.
Yeah.
Yes. But this time in Maine, you're going to have so many more people. It's going to be as much of a come and go as it is a stay attendance.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a big kind of ebb and flow of people coming out there. So we have no idea how many to expect. We're planning on a lot, and we hope everybody comes out.
Ebb and Flow. That sounds like a good name for a band. Ladies and gentlemen, Ebb and Flow. That'd be great, man.
Well, there's Even Flow, which is a band.
Yeah. Isn't that like a child's thing?
Maybe that too.
Yeah, that too. So.
The other thing about being on the main plaza is really just kind of helping the community. With the parade down Main Street, we want all the businesses on Main Street to be busy that weekend. We want everyone to be involved. The restaurants should be busy. We will have food trucks and some vendors out at the festival, but it'll just bring a lot of people to Boerne, and we're excited for that.
One thing we obviously, I'm going to ask, we need parade entries. We need people to sign up to be in the parade. It's $25. It's a lot of fun. For your business, it's a great opportunity to be seen by a lot of people. We're going to have folks out there doing photography and videography, so we'll be able to produce some videos and some marketing materials after that, which will be fun. But there are going to be a lot of people attending. We know that. And so we just want you out there being part of it. So if your club, organization, business, whatever wants to be part of it, please sign up to be in our parade.
How do they do that?
You can visit us online, dasfestival.org, and there's a link right there that says parade entry. You can sign up.
Or Michael's cell phone is... no. We're not going to go there. Folks, we're talking about Das Festival of Kendall coming up on Father's Day weekend. By the way, my name's Jeff Flinn. I'm the managing editor at the Boerne Star newspaper. I've got Veronica Brown here from Salvador Dobbs. I still think the little peanut guy with the clavicle big. You got to go to Salvador Dobbs, a Dobbs. You got to have a Dobbs doll. A Dobbs doll.
We actually have a Dobbs doll. I should send you a picture of him.
Yeah, do that. And over here we have Michael Ethridge. Michael's a man about town.
I guess.
Yeah. With the Kendall Gentleman right now. If you haven't picked up a copy, find it. The Kendall Gentleman. Well put together. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations, Michael. That first one or two efforts, you're always like on pins and needles. Then about third or fourth, you're like, I've got this.
No, I'm nervous about every one of them. Yeah. Every one, we put a lot of heart into each of those. So thank you very much for the compliment.
Right. And there's heart and soul put into Das Festival of Kendall, folks. Last year was the first time for this thing. It was like Burgess Fest reincarnated. Of course, I was never at a Burgess Fest, so I don't even know what happened then.
No, I've told some people, we're the spiritual successor to Burgess Fest.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Totally separate organization, different mission, but we're still putting on a big festival for the community.
Best thing ever, folks, dachshund races. God, those were so fun. If you got to find out, you've got to get a calendar for Das Festival and look and see what time the dachshund races are. You don't want to miss those, folks. Those little doggies on those little legs running as fast as they can. Last year, they're chasing their owners.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was great. I missed the wheelbarrow races, but
those are fun.
Were you in any of those, Veronica?
I was taking pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Taking pictures of everybody smiling. We did have a bunch of directors that got pushed around the wheelbarrows, and I believe some directors actually went down on the watermelon, and just eating contest is just too much fun. I mean, that is just, it's fun. Big slice of watermelon. It's a hot day, nice cold, ice cold watermelon. It's fun. Now, there was cold beer. A lot of cold beer. Was that a prerequisite to get into the wheelbarrow races? I almost said wheelchair races.
So last year, Random was a wonderful spot for us to kick this off, right? Because we didn't have to worry about beer sales. That was totally on Random.
Right.
But we knew that eventually we wanted to grow to where we brought beer sales in-house. And so this year we are in charge of beer sales. Okay. We're managing that in-house, which makes it a big fundraiser for us, right?
Right.
So to ask whether or not beer sales or a cold beer is a prerequisite, the answer is yes. We want you to buy beer before you do anything out there, and help support the cause.
Right. And if food vendors, will you have dozens and dozens of food vendors, or
about a dozen food vendors out on the main plaza?
Wow. And did those sell out quick?
Last year, I think they held their own the whole weekend. So that's what we're hoping. We told them approximately how many guests, and I mean, they're ready. We're going to have all different types of food, so we're super excited. And a bunch of vendors selling all different fun things for, some even local vendors that come out to market days and just that really support the community. So it should be good.
When you tell a vendor to expect X amount of people, how do you know how many to expect when you probably didn't know how many to expect?
Jeff, that's a great question. And that's my answer.
Do you know the answer?
We've been trying to figure that out from day one. We have no clue how many to plan for.
Well, you can't depend on last year's, because last year was a number at random. This year it's going to be totally different.
Well, we can't even go off of old Burgess Fest numbers, because everything's changed. COVID changed things, and people's spending habits have changed, and so we just don't know. We're hoping a lot.
The voice you hear is Michael Ethridge. He was ahead of the Das Festival of Kendall parade last year. Yep. How many parade entries did we have?
I had like 78, I think, 78, 80 entries. I'm hoping for 100 this year.
So, folks, if you have everything from a float to an organization to a school, a PTA or a school group, or the Boerne Middle School North debate team, or the high school champion cheerleaders, or your organization, you have the Boerne Star newspaper carriers, something like that, hey, get a hold of Michael Ethridge, get a hold of dasfestival.org. Write that down, folks. Go get a piece of paper and pen. We'll wait. Okay, welcome back. dasfestival.org. Go to there, log on. What do they find there when they get there?
Well, you can find our event schedule, our music schedule, definitely our sponsorship opportunities, parade entry, dachshund race entry, becoming a founding member. I believe we have 5 more founding members.
Really?
Yes.
Who are they? Do you know? Are you allowed to say?
We have 100 founding members that started Das Festival of Kendall.
Really? 100?
100
That's
and
this
100
many.
forever. That many. That's how many. And they are founding members forever, for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And they have VIP entrance to our festivals. They have special entrances to our other activities that we have during the year and parties and beer coupons, and they're just really helping support our entire festival itself. So 100, and I think we have 5 left.
5 left. 5 left.
$1,000.
Did you hear all that stuff?
And you get
5.
a lot of stuff. There's more on the website.
Right. So they can sign up for the parade there too, correct?
You can sign up for the parade. You can buy VIP seats for the parade this year, all on our website.
Oh,
Okay.
and if you want to be a volunteer, you can sign up
Oh, yeah,
on
volunteers.
our website. We have a
Where
sign-up
do-
genius
Where do you need volunteers?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Parade.
Yep.
Beer.
Yep.
Concessions.
Ticket sales.
Ticket sales.
Yep.
Direction.
We have one girl who's already signed up for 20 slots. I think
20?
there's like 200 slots, and for different schedules during the day, and 2-hour shifts or 3-hour shifts. It doesn't mean you're going to be there all day long.
I think next year the Bernie Star will try to sponsor the belly flop water pool.
I'm all about it.
And maybe a tent for 1 hour sleeping where you can come in.
Oh, a nap
sleep,
tent.
A nap tent. Come in, sleep for an hour, get back up and go back out.
We love it.
Because if you're there all day.
Recharge.
Yeah, a recharge zone. The
Yeah.
Bernie Star recharge zone.
I
How does
love
that
it.
sound?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I mean, thank you guys for putting us on the show. This is great just to reach out to everybody
Right.
in the community. For those listening, thank you so much. Again, Das Festival of Kendall,
Right.
Father's Day weekend. I mean, we're very thankful, Jeff, so thank you so much.
We've got Michael Ethridge here, folks.
Howdy.
We've got Veronica Brown here. We've got the Das Festival of Kendall coming up Father's Day weekend. Not 2 days, 3. Not just any acts on stage. We got 3 days of special musicians on stage. You will recognize the names. If you've never heard them before, you need to be there to listen. Veronica, you want to tell the folks who our headliners are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Friday night, our headliner is Patsy Torres,
Yeah.
followed by Saturday night with 2 Tons of Steel, and they are some fun people out there.
Right.
Sunday night, we'll have Ruben V, and he is a local favorite. You guys know him. You guys come out and hear him.
That's in Boerne, folks. That's not a San Antonio Latin festival. That's here in Boerne for the Das Festival of Kendall. Michael looks like he has something to say.
Oh, I was going to say, we cannot forget the Boerne Village Band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's the oldest continually performing German band in the world outside of Germany, and we are honored to have them.
We also have the Toman Brothers. We have Sonic Radio, Joe Panther Band, Lost Mule Band, Matt Kirk and Sylvia Kirk, Lacey Brinson, Kristen Foreman, Lori Brook. Anybody else I've left out?
Nope.
Are you going to sing, Veronica?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
No.
No.
Hey, you know,
I've seen your video. I've seen your video. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we also, you know, you mentioned it's a 3-day event. You can make it a 4-day event because we have our VIP and founders party
Thursday
Thursday
night.
night.
Thursday night. So,
So-
the 100, the 95 or 100 people.
All of our founding members, all of our sponsors,
And our volunteers, I
and-
believe.
and I think we're going to invite some volunteers. Yeah. So we're going to have a big party just for those folks Thursday
Yeah,
night to
Thursday
kick
night.
everything off.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So we need more sponsors. If you're looking to sponsor an organization that does good for the community, we'd love to have you. We need parade entries. And then we'd love to sell you seats for our VIP parade experience. It comes with cold beer.
Yeah. 2 Tons of Steel, 3 days of fun.
I love that.
Das Festival of Kendall.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great. You know, circle Father's Day on your calendar. Dad doesn't need a pair of socks or a tie. He's got too many of those now. Bring him to Boerne, downtown Boerne for Father's Day. Say, Dad, let's hop on the car. We're not going to Kohl's in San Antonio. We're not driving to Frederick. We're going to spend the time. Instead of buying you something, Dad, I want to buy you a cold brew.
Heck yeah.
Beer
I
at
wanna
the
buy-
main
I want
plaza.
to buy you a beer on the main plaza. Dad, let's go listen to 2 Tons of Steel.
Yeah.
Yes.
When's the last time you took your dad to see a music act
For free.
for free?
And a family event, you know,
Yeah.
where you can bring the kids and have a good time and enjoy the activities, enjoy beer, enjoy some food, and just really enjoy family. It's Father's Day weekend.
Right.
Das Festival.
Yeah, Das Festival of Kendall, downtown on the main plaza, Friday the
13th
13th.
through the 15th.
Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th, Sunday the 15th of June. Veronica Brown, thank you very much.
Thank
Michael
you.
Etheridge of the Kendall gentlemen, Veronica Brown of Salvador Dobbs and of the Das Festival of Kendall board. How many board members do you guys have?
22.
22.
Last year, 12, and now we're
Yeah.
up to 22. So
I think when I approached you it was like 8. Times.
Well, as we add jobs, we add directors.
To 8
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
12 to. But yes, no, we have 22 fabulous directors that are helping us pull this off this year. And I mean, anywhere from our sponsorship director to our physical activity director and parking and security. I mean, we have everything covered. We really are excited and cannot wait for this Father's Day weekend.
Parade, folks, dasfestival.org. If you want to volunteer, dasfestival.org. If you want to find out anything else about that weekend, dasfestival.org.
And of course, Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram too. Yeah, they're everywhere, folks. You know how it is. Just go online and find it. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming in. My name is Jeff Flynn at the Boerne Star. We thank you and have a great weekend. It's getting hotter out there. Take care of yourself. Don't leave your kids and dogs in the cars with the windows up, folks. Take them with you. Thank you. God bless and have a great weekend.